Good morning, cadets. Today, let us revise the poem Keeping Quiet. Very important poem written by Nobel laureate Pablo Neruda. You know what is his pen name? That is Pablo Neruda. But what is his real name? Now, is the pen name of. So, his real name is not Pablo Neruda. That is his pseudonym or that is his pen name. He's a poet and he has won Nobel Prize, so Nobel laureate, a political activist, a politician from Chile, and his real name is Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basso Alto. Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basso Alto, that is his real name. Now his poems are full of easily understood images which make them no less beautiful. So these poems are full of images, visual images it creates. And he has won Nobel Prize in the year 1971. Now in this poem, he talks about what? The necessity of quiet introspection. So the theme is dealing with that. Understanding among human beings, that is what is required. We require a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. And that is the theme of this poem. And for that, what you should do? You should do introspection, quiet introspection. So there is a need of introspection in order to understand each other, in order to have mutual understanding. Well, let's recite this poem, and then after that, today we are going to take up a number of multiple choice questions on this poem. Keeping quiet. So let's go to this poem. Now, keeping quiet. What is this poem about? So let's recite this poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Read the poem at a particular pace. Those who prepare green was with gas, was with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. This is a very important stanza. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. What does truck mean here? Agreement with death. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Now let us discuss multiple choice questions. on this poem, Keeping Quiet. Who is the poet? Pablo Neruda. That is his pen name. And real name is Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basso Alto. But when they ask you what is poet's name, you have to write Pablo Neruda. You have to write his pen name. Let's go to the first question. And remember, the novel feature of this year's question paper is MCQs, multiple choice questions. So 50% is allotted for MCQs. So let's go to the first question. What does the poet speak about? The necessity to be happy, the necessity to introspect, understand, have feelings of brotherhood, the necessity to work quietly, none. Now here we have seen in the introduction of the poem, there's a need of introspection and mutual understanding. So remember, this is a key line. The necessity to introspect, understand each other, mutual understanding, and have feelings of brotherhood. And therefore, there is an appeal by the poet to keep quiet and introspect. Let's go to the next question. What is the original language of the poem? And what is the original language of the poem? English, French, Pali, Spanish. So here we know that this poet is from where? Is from Chile. And the original language of this poem is Spanish. According to the poet, what creates barriers? What is creating barriers? Interactions, reactions, fighting, languages. And so it's what's creating barriers? It's a language. So that's why the poet says, let's not speak in any language. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. So language is creating barrier. And that is why we are not able to communicate properly, linguistically. And therefore, there's a need for quietude, or there's a need to keep quiet. Let's go to the next question. Why does the poet ask people not to speak? Because it creates noise. He doesn't like noise. It makes things unpleasant. Because it creates barriers or obstacles in the form of misunderstanding among people. Language is creating what? Misunderstanding among people. Language is acting as a barrier. So that is the reason the poet wants people not to speak any language. So let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second. In the second stanza, the poet talks about that. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. How will keeping quiet protect our environment? How will keeping quiet protect our environment? By creating peace and brotherhood feelings. No noise will be there. People will not fight, none. So naturally there will be peace among all of us. And what will happen? And there will be feeling of brotherhood. There will be mutual understanding. So naturally the first one is right. A is right. What is destroying the environment? Unthoughtful actions, violent actions, speaking without thinking, all. See, he talks about violent actions, wars. He talks about unthoughtful actions. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. So what fishermen are doing? What salt gatherers are doing? They are hurting themselves, fishermen, and they are harming the whales. So endangered species. So harming the nature. So unthoughtful actions. So at least we'll be able to think about all that. And we are speaking without thinking, and as a result of that, it's creating a lot of problems here. So that is the reason. So all these, so that is right, that is why all these are destroying the environment. All these are responsible for that. What does number 12 represent? Hours of the day and months of a year. What is number 12? Earth, clock, cricket players. How many months are there in a year? There are 12 months. And in a day, hours. So what does number 12 represent? See, remaining hours, it is considered night, it is meant for sleeping, inactivity, but day is meant for activities. So here that's why he says, count 12, now I'll count up to 12. How many? Yes, in the case of clock, how many are there? So I will count up to 12. So when he says, I will count up to 12, then is he referring to hours of the day and months of a year? Yes, he is referring to that 12 hours of the day. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What does the poem Keeping Quiet teach us? How to maintain silence, not to make noise. Speaking creates noise. To be peaceful, thoughtful, and have feelings observed. Yes, to remain peaceful, thoughtful, think about each other, think about those salt gatherers, think about whales, endangered species, think about nature's well being and welfare of all people. So, to be peaceful, thoughtful, and have feelings of brotherhood. Let's go to the next question. Not move our arms. What does this expression refer to? Not move our arms. Sit quietly, stand quietly, to be inactive, sitting still without any movement. So, not move our arms, you sit still, don't make any movement. Not move our arms here, not to use weapons, not to use our hands. So it can mean both. It can give two meanings there. Arms, not move our arms. So, but it is referring to sitting still without any movement. Because with hands we do all movement. Why is silence treated as a big issue? It helps to search our soul. Silence. What is required is silence. We have been harming too much our environment. It helps to search our soul, helps us to analyze our actions, helps us to be thoughtful and find our true self. Yes, help us to analyze what we are doing. It will help us to introspect, right? It helps us to be thoughtful. Yes, we can think about others and find our true self. Yes, it helps to search our soul, look for good things, and all of this, right? Let's move on to the next question now. Question number 11. What should not be confused with total inactivity or death? This is very important one. So what should not be confused with total inactivity or death? No movement, a statue, talking people, stillness and silence. Now this is a very, very important stanza. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death, no association with death, or no agreement with death. So what should not be confused? So no movement, a statue, talking people, stillness and silence. See, he's again and again telling you keep quiet and I will go, and he keeps on telling about all that. What? We will count to 12 and we will all keep still. So when he stillness and that silence, when he's talking about that should not be confused with total inactivity or death. He doesn't mean that it's a total inactivity. He means when you are still and silent, at that time you introspect. So when you introspect, when you analyze, you understand actually what you are doing, how you are harming the environment. What is the sadness in the poem that the poet speaks about? Violence because of unthoughtful action of the people, unnecessary movements, speaking aloud, fighting. So what is the sadness in the poem that the poet speaks about? So what is the sad thing he talks about? So what is it? Violence because of unthoughtful action of the people. So that is why he is quite sad. So violence, and that's why he talks about the war. So those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire. So he goes on talking about all that, and that is what is saddening there. So violence because of unthoughtful action of the people. So it's a violence. Okay, let's go to the next one. What does the earth symbolize? What does the earth symbolize? Perseverance and new beginning from seemingly stillness. Stillness, greenery, prosperity. Remember the stanza where he talks about perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. When everything appears dead, then there is always sprouting, later proves to be alive. When winter comes, can spring be far behind seasonal changes? When something dies, something takes birth. So here, perseverance, what it continues, persevere. A new beginning from seemingly stillness. So what is that? After that, there will be new beginning for that. There will be sprouting. So A is the right answer. Let's go to the next one now. What is always alive even when everything seems to be dead or still? Mountains, rivers, earth. Why is the moment of silence called exotic? Why it is called exotic? Because of the beautiful scenery around, because of the gathering, because of large gathering, because of perfect peace and harmony. That moment is going to be exotic. That moment is going to be unusual, quite strange, isn't it? So because of what? Because of beautiful scenery around, because of the gathering, because of large gathering, because of perfect peace. And since it's going to be unusual, there is going to be peace, harmony, without rush, without injuries. We would all be together, we'll feel togetherness. And that will be quite strange. Okay, so what would everyone feel at that particular moment? Everybody will feel strange. It will be strange. It will be quite blissful. So there's kind of strangeness. We would all feel kind of oneness. That's why we would all be together, and there'll be kind of oneness. Okay, how long is the poet expecting everyone to stay still? For 10 minutes, for 12 seconds, for 15 minutes, for 1 second, till we count 12. And he's saying just till we count 12. We will count to 12 and we will all. He said just for a while, for 1 second, for till we count 12, how long it is taking. So till the time we count 12. So we can't say 1 second, but till we count 12. So that's what the poet says. Just be quiet for a while and just till the time we count 12. Okay, so let's see the next question now. Here, 20th question. Why is the poet asking everyone not to speak any language? For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. So when he says that, to avoid noise, to avoid loud voices, to avoid people, to avoid conflicts and misunderstandings. It is because the poet wants us to avoid conflicts. That's why he says it would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden stillness. The answer is given there. It is to avoid conflicts, to avoid misunderstanding that is there among us. So we have taken today 20 multiple choice questions. We'll take up more in the next session. Thank you. Goodbye.